Good evening and welcome to tonight's episode of Blades in the Dark, the Blackwater Exchange. This is a show about a crew of audacious career criminals, and I want to say mass murder is today's topic for discussion.
Well, we were retaliating.
I mean,
Maybe
they
piracy?
were trying to mass murder us in our defence.
Piracy, maybe? Of audacious career criminals and piracy on the high canals as opposed to high seas?
We were at war, so I don't know. Historian would say that a country murdered the population of it. They're at war. Unless it was war crimes. We didn't commit any war crimes.
I mean, we were
different types of crimes.
We were right there, prepared with a peace treaty to go and negotiate, and then they came and attacked us. So we're not the bad guys here. We're not the bad guys.
So in recap of last episodes, you guys, through a new acquaintance of yours, your spy master basically.
Yes, Juliet Green.
Her and a well-timed crit, an exceptional crit. You discover that the grinders had actually finished their in-game plans, out-of-game clock, which was they'd previously, over two separate clocks, they'd found your base, and then they'd made a plan to basically attack your base.
Yes, yeah.
So it was like weeks of planning for them, and then you guys found out with a crit, found out they were attacking, and decided that your score was going to be to attack them.
And in the story we had, she had a man on the inside, basically, who was able to divulge that information.
She had someone she could turn the screws on, and then they gave you again in game, like say you guys basically got the grinders plans.
Yeah.
Out of game, I was sitting there going, "It's going to be interesting this because you guys are going to attack the grinders and they're not there anymore. Like they're not there. Your base is going to be unguarded. Both of you aren't going to be there. Your chest is going to go missing. Like it was a."
That would have been so funny.
Yeah. So from 5 episodes, content just got wiped from a crit.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
On our engagement roll, we had 4 dice or 3 dice. I can't remember what, and we didn't get above a 3.
No,
so
we got desperate.
We got desperate. So it was still a very challenging score from what you can see on our stress down here.
Yeah.
Merrick nearly got blown up with a grenade.
Nearly. Not quite. We both almost got traumas.
Yeah, you got some damage, didn't you? I think.
You remember Thadeus?
You imagined the game.
So I resisted the damage.
Oh yeah,
and then you used your armor. You used your armor. Did it? Was it part? Or you used straight resist?
No, it was armor.
Yeah, I think it was like armor and
resist. Yeah, you lowered it and lowered it again. Yeah.
He could have stressed out using a resist, but he rolled like a 5 or a 6. Yeah. So it was
I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of hoping for a trauma.
It was. I think it was a 5.
It was not to be, guys. It was not to be.
It was a 5+, wasn't it? You needed. I think you needed the 5 or the 6.
Yeah.
And you got it. Yeah,
just about.
And in the story, the leader of the vultures. Pulled a pin from the grenade.
Yeah.
He was in our base. What's his name? Hawker. Hutton. Sorry. Hawker's our dude. Hutton. He pulled a grenade and was about to commit suicide, basically, and then blow our vault up because it's got like loads of combustible stuff in there. But Merrick remembered one of Thadeus' old war stories about how his comrade sort of threw himself on a grenade which landed in their trench.
That's what it was.
Harnessed his bravest bone in his body.
He briefly considered running away. Briefly.
Yeah.
And threw his body threw Hutton's body on the grenade and managed to at least save himself.
Yeah, you got blown back into the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, in-game mechanics, you don't take any damage or armor, but in-game, he's battered, bruised, totally. His legs are shorn, he's got cuts and blasts and stuff.
Yes.
But in-game, there's no actual mechanical negative, because I think you are fully healed, aren't you? Or have you got a level 1?
No, I have still got a winged leg.
Oh, you still haven't healed that properly?
No.
Maybe it's double septic now. But yeah. That happened. Just I'm interested, what are you rolling when you roll resistance? What's your minimum roll?
My minimum roll is 3. Because
for Vice. Sorry, not for resistance.
Oh, for Vice? Yeah, 2.
2 is 2, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 2 for insight, 2 for prowess, 4 for resolve.
So there is a slight change that because Merrick hasn't got a proper Vice relief, he gets -1. Also, that now if he rolls 2 1s, he gets a +1 stress instead. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
What?
Yeah, it's happening. you get 2 1s, you get a +1 stress.
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you at all. I just think it's hilarious.
He's punishing you for not finding another vice.
It's been 2 weeks. It can't just be -1 permanently. It's not a big deal. And also, it means that you're less likely to overindulge. So it's been 2 weeks now. I did say
I poisoned dogs for my advice.
I did say, and that one worked. That one was a great one. I did say, for now, it'll be a -1 and things are changing.
Okay.
So, if it was 3 dice, I'd say, okay, it's three ones. But if you roll a crit fail, in the same way you can get a crit success, if you roll a crit fail, you get a +1 stress. If you can heal on a resistance, you can +1 on a revive.
We are now adding the idea of crit fails into play. We are making the system.
No, only specifically for Merrick because he hasn't got a technical vice.
It's okay. I'll never roll 2 1s. It's fine.
It's
Don't worry about it.
Chance. It's very unlikely to happen. I mean, if it does, it's going to be the funniest thing if it's the first roll you do. It will be. Or you can go and get a new vice purveyor.
Yeah.
Before you roll it.
In terms of the state of our gang as well, we were tier 1 strong, but we leveled up.
Are we still at war?
Right now, no. But I mean, I feel like you might change that in this session. So we'll see what you do.
Based on our talks
I just
prior
don't know what you're
to
going to do. No, not even that. Like, just in general. Like, it depends how you react to certain things.
Yeah, it's sort of like a weird one because Matt was saying that, like, there was probably like 4 or 5 episodes left and we sort of like jumped the gun. The finale was really like yesterday, but we feel like we need to
wrap some things up.
Tie up some loose ends.
Yeah. There's still a few things outstanding, little things for this season and next. But yeah, the grinders. But I think that after the grinders stole it, I just reckon my gut feeling it would have taken you at least 3, probably up to 5 episodes to 1 get everything back and then 2 get rid of them.
Get rid of the grinders.
Obviously that's if you rolled well because it could have gone longer if they had fought well and part of the system I like is the downtime. It's nothing that's ever guaranteed. But that crit was amazing, and then you had a great score and a great idea. It wasn't just like you got you found out the plan. You found out the plan and didn't go defensive. You're not going to attack.
Yeah, I mean, we critted on getting the pirates, the Severosi pirates, who we talked to earlier in the session about getting this load of recall because we managed to finalise the version 2 of recall, which was so a person can recall memories that he might have lost in the past or might have been erased from his brain, I suppose. But we managed to complete the research on that, and we told the pirates about that, and they were saying, okay, we want it all tomorrow. We're like, okay, we need electroplasm to do it, and they were like, yeah, you can have it tomorrow. So we sort of went to talk to them when we found out about the Vultures plan. We sort of said to them, if you don't help us, there might not be a Silk and Noose or Blackwater Exchange, so you're going to have to help us. Dan managed to crit on that, and we got their help. Like we got to give them the crew and a boat to help us. So that's another sort of like loose end that we might want to tie up today as well.
It just felt like it was a great combination of dice, which is what I love about RPGs. I have one idea and then these things happen. It's great.
Yeah, we did really well at our preparations and then rolled awfully on the engagement roll. So
which made it interesting because I feel like we would have just absolutely steamrolled them. Like if we hadn't had a bit of challenge there. So it was good. It's good for the session.
Yeah, Thadeus let into his fighting Derek on the boat to the death.
Yeah.
While Merrick was like, fire! Just
at the helm of the boat. Like,
yeah.
Volleys.
We pretty much just sank Cersei and then just followed her.
But she's a whisper, so I sort of feel like it's probably not the last we've heard of her. Like, because Matt was sort of alluding to some strange goings on. Like,
we'll see.
It's one of those. Her death was off screen.
Yeah, you saw like all you hear is like a banshee scream or something like that, and it was like that was
never trust an off-screen death.
Yeah, there's been 2, hasn't it? You've had the lead. One of the leaders of the Vultures got away out of the city.
Yeah,
and then the second one's now Cersei.
Yeah.
Cersei, not Game of Thrones, spelled differently.
But there's no way she could have survived that explosion.
I mean, it's finding the body and having it put an plasma.
We found her shoe.
She's definitely there.
We found her shoe.
Can't live without shoes.
So you to recap some of the clocks. Forces you don't understand is the gang's reaction to what the
our
pirates,
gang, like our
crew.
normal crew,
Yeah.
like day-to-day crew.
It's your a lot of your crew are a bit shocked by the savagery and the inhuman nature of the Severosi pirates. I mean, so the pirates that you guys have dealt with, they're some of them are human, some of them are just human, but they were just absolutely murderous. They were awful. They were vile. They were barbaric. They were like, cutting off ears, slicing off noses, cutting out tongues.
Yeah.
Bit of cannibalism. It was disgusting. Some of them are like, you've seen this, are in half inhuman. Dropped to all fours and ran like beasts.
Yeah.
And they were completely in control. And they said to you several times, "Oh, we're better up front. We're scary up front." And you guys, "Oh, okay, great." I don't think you wanted to unleash them. And then at one point it was like, "This is right now." And then it was like, the second in command was saying, from Surok saying, "Let us go. Let us do what we do best." And then you're like, "Yeah, go kill them for us." And then, so your gang had a bit of your hiding gang of criminals and killers did have a reaction to, wow, these guys are dark. And it's, for probably the first time they really question you, it's, do you really know what you're doing? Do you know what you're dealing with? So forces you don't understand. Specifically, I think it was Mad Jane who either said or implied that was, you're dealing with forces you can't and don't understand. There's no way you can know what these people are going to do. Avoiding the echo is to remove someone's ghost field echo, basically.
Yeah. To basically, we're trying to basically make a Faraday cage in the ghost field.
To make sure Crawlock
isn't like sending out like a homing beacon or.
Because he alluded to the Spirit Wardens.
Yeah,
he alluded to saying, "What, I've already spoken to them."
Yeah.
The guys were like, "We need to stop this right now." Destroy the Grinders will deal damage. Scar Evolution will also deal with that in a minute. A Light in the Darkness is Thadeus Clinker. The reaction here that the Ghost Field had to him when he reached out to touch Merrick. Tainted is Merrick Daines, which this strange power he seems to have. Seduced by the Leviathan is also Merrick Daines from being possessed by the Severosi pirates.
Yes, I was very happy to work with the Severosi pirates. It was great.
Recruit Dejan. You can probably get rid of that one now, I think, actually. Cause it's been so long.
I don't think we will be recruited Dejan.
It's been so long, and it's probably forgotten the letter. Finding Emporium, the so-called the Black Emporium, somewhere in the city, which sells all manner of pirates with devils, demons, cultists, all sorts of people.
Yeah, so originally we were trying to get there because there was someone that we were trying to recruit there.
One of our recruitment drives.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You
can still leave it on. We've done some work.
Yeah,
still knows it's not.
And then Red Sash blueprints if you need it.
Yeah. If it does exist,
Apparently, it's Emporium where you can get anything you need.
Yeah.
And one of the things you got told, I think, Jira Blade, and one of the guys you're going to work with apparently goes there to sell weapons.
Yeah.
But it's this meeting of all sorts of folk. Ghosts.
Yeah, it'll probably be a useful resource in the future if we do find it, but
yeah,
it's kind of one of those plot loose ends that we'll kind of leave there for the time being
until you need it.
Is it worth hiding them for now, or because you'll see them up, can't we?
Yeah, done.
So yeah, so that's what we're up to. So last episode finished with you blowing the Grinders up, or blow up the boats, killing most of the lead, or at least you killed Hutton. You definitely killed Derry. You definitely killed Hutton. Cersei was lost in an explosion. You killed a lot of their crew, and the final scene was Hutton in your base. He had managed to get to your base. You killed off his crew outside. He went inside with explosives, hid behind a desk, and basically smoked a cigar. Then Marina realised there was no way out. Thaddeus was still back, and Merrick in front of them, and he pulled a pin on the grenade, trying to blow it up. And seeing Thaddeus' workshop and knowing no combustible chemicals around, he tried to blow up you. If he was going to die, he wanted to try and take you guys down with him, or at least destroy a lot of what you got. So, picking where we last left off properly, now the extensive recap is done. Thaddeus, you find Merrick beaten and bruised, but alive. And okay, looks like more like just wind's been knocked out of him. He's been thrown against the sewer wall and these underground tunnels. The base you guys have it's a mess. It's a real mess. Your workshop, it's functional, but you're going to need to replace all the bottles, all the chemicals, the alchemicals, the ingredients. It looks like a bomb's gone off, which a mini one has. A grenade has gone off in here. A lot of the day-to-day use of your base has been pretty much destroyed.
Okay.
That being said, your vault was okay, secure. That was in a separate room, and whilst taking some of the blast, the chests have kind of been damaged, but it's metal. And Crawlock is wide awake, Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I've been blasted like at the wall, like directly opposite him, and he's just like staring at me.
Yeah. So I just on the same page. Like I see your base is like almost like a crucifix shape, like a long one with 2 off-coming rooms. So you've got one long tunnel, and then one of the side tunnels is where you've got your vault, and another side tunnel where you've got Crawlock, which you you already have grates in them. Like the vault is also a prison, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Not the same one, but those kind of rooms. So yeah. As you come to consciousness, Merrick, your ears are ringing. You've definitely got blood coming from them. You can shake your vision back into focus. You stand, everything's there, nothing's missing. Clothes are absolutely ruined.
Well, not my 6th best pair.
And it looks like someone has thrown a large amount of red paint around this room. And there's just the half-destroyed torso, body of Hutton. Smoke and boot style.
I think I'll just like brush off like a bit of Hutton that's like on my shoulder. I'll just like look around. It's like dazed state.
I'll call down into the tunnel. I'll probably be like, Merrick.
Yeah, I'm down here.
I'll slide down the ladder and run along. Just like look at the scene. I'm guessing there's like blood and guts, just like just everywhere. Half his body's probably gone from like
it's mostly like
the waist up.
Yeah, exactly. It's mostly legs.
I think I'll just look at Thadeus and just go, "You took your damn time."
Are you harmed?
I think I'll live.
Well, I got here as fast as I could.
There is. Who was it that you were playing?
Derek
dealt with?
Yeah, he was a tough bastard, but I put him out of his misery in the end. Managed to dispatch him. Got a boat as well, and we found the other boat, and we got dragged that back to the nearest canal nearby. Jesus Christ. Is my workshop okay? And I'll run over to that. I start expecting to see like.
Oh, not the rats.
I don't give a shit about them. There's plenty more where they came from.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay everything that happened. I guess the explosives above ground that they were setting up are still there. And
I'll have a look at them and see if I can dismantle them, see if they'll be of any use. And I'll look at Crawlock and I'll go, "Are you harmed?"
I mean, the guy is out of it still.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll take that as a I'll take that as a no.
He's just got this like distant stare.
Yeah, I mean, so last we left off, I understand that it's never been retconned. He's permanently
drugged,
unless you want him not to be, and you can use some of your stuff to clear him if you want to do that.
I'll just give him a cursory look over and see.
Yeah,
if there's
he
any,
looks alright.
Right, okay, yeah, I'll just go. I'll take that.
He's got like a wild ass stare about him, like even in his like drugged up state, he knows something's gone crazy, like something's happened, but he's just like, "That's a lovely day, isn't it?" Like this guy, I mean, you're not sure the long-term effects that this amount of drugs and dose has on someone, but I mean, he's definitely going to be addicted if you try to get off and put that way. Like, I mean, it's like giving someone morphine constantly,
I think I would go out of the tunnel and I'd instruct the thugs and the Severosi pirates to like set up a perimeter basically and just say no one gets in, no one gets out until we stabilise the situation.
In which case the pirates do turn to you and go, "Well, we think our job is done, and with all respect, I'm pretty sure the Bluecoats having heard some of the gunfire, the noises, what's happened this night, so we will make our leave.
That's fine.
We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be taking the boat. You guys will know the Bluecoat response team won't be too fast. The canal will be a lot quicker because the canal's so vital to Doskvol. But gunshots and explosions in Crow's Foot are not uncommon. Well, explosives not particularly. That is legal. But the gunshots are not particular. You're not sure how much of the explosion will have been heard underground. You probably won't have been caught by any Bluecoats unless they were passing. And the Bluecoat typical response in Crow's Foot is let the gangs kill each other and then just mop up the bodies.
Yeah.
Rather than they will never try and get involved. Two gangs are fighting, they're not going to get involved. They'll just let you kill each other and then just deal with you after.
I think we'd have some contingency just in case they do poke their head down into the
But
sewers.
you know they will come, so they will be coming at some point.
Yeah.
I say that. Do you think we should just like wreck the place, like basically either collapse it, like collapse the base, and because we're gonna have to move it anyway. I think like since one person knows where our secret vault is, should we make efforts to move it now? Like just do it quickly.
Yeah, we can do. It's just what we're going to do with Crawlock, I guess.
I mean, he's already drugged up. We'll just put him in. We'll just put him in the silken noose, like maybe in like a back room or something like that. Like put him in like a side room which has like a curtain across it, and just say he's a drugged up patron.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's giving the GM ammo though for like.
That's the last thing we want. That's the last thing we want is Matt to have more stuff in his pockets. I mean, we could just shove him in a carriage.
What would we do? Yeah, shove him in a carriage. Where would we put?
Because Romina is there because she picked me up.
Yeah.
So we could. Yeah, I think I'd say we just shove him in a carriage. Ask Romina to just drive around for a bit.
Take on a nice.
Go round the block, the long way.
Yeah. Take on a nice sightseeing tour. Don't let any blue coat stop you. Ask you in the carriage.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Is there any way to?
Anyway, too. I feel like there's more to that sentence.
Is there any way to?
Is there any way? That is a good question for life.
I think I'm just gonna set the place ablaze underneath.
Okay.
We're gonna move the vault.
Yeah.
We're gonna take it into the silken noose.
We'll salvage out anything we can, and then it'll just be like a couple of blood place charges.
Inspect. Command our thugs to help us move the stuff out, and then put it in the silken noose for now. And I think that should be our score today. Like, re-find a secure vault. We'll do that as our score.
Totally.
Okay, cool.
Or a hidden vault.
A new location.
A new location.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So you guys are out of the the downstairs.
Yeah. I think we need.
Sewers.
It seems it's probably quite damaged, and like we don't like that someone's already. At least one person knows where it is.
Yeah, because we don't know who the grinders have told or.
So I think I'll just set a fire down there.
Okay, cool.
And,
so you guys move around and everything else salvageable out. The money, the chests. Crawlock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Send him around the block for a bit.
Yeah, some of your devices, your alchemicals, that kind of thing. It's like moving house. Boxes get labelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little winch system, like use the same winch pulley system you use to get stuff into there. You get out of there, put some of the more sensitive goods hidden away, and then set fire downstairs. It's not long for the blue coats to arrive. Well, not long is a relative term. It's probably about 15 minutes, which is an awful response. But, if it was in Brightstone, it'd be 15 seconds, if that. But hey, this is Crow's Foot. And the spirit wards won't be far behind for the body to electroplasm. There's a blue coat you recognise, one who big mutton chops.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Clellan.
Yeah, he took you out of the your
Sergeant
house once.
Clellan.
Yeah, took you out of your house once.
Right, okay.
and
beat me up. Yeah.
And beat you. It seems to be one of the local, like I say, the street side, one of the street guys around here, the beat cops. But like one of he's a sergeant and he commands a few of them, and you've seen him a few times now. And as he seems to already know what to expect as he get around. He knows something's gone wrong, and he knows that you guys are involved. And he goes you through the usual questions, rigmarole of, so there's a fire in a sewer next door, and you have no idea what it's about.
Well, gas explosions are quite common, build up of waste. Throws out a lot of nitrogen,
Yeah, it's a good job no one was hurt. And what all these
I'll
bodies?
just back up and he's an engineer,
and methane, highly explosive.
And all the bodies outside with the gunshots and the noise and the reports of violence.
No. Unconnected.
There's been a fire. A known gang has been assaulted, and you guys probably left.
Oh, we got attacked. Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Oh, you got attacked.
Yeah.
We're the victims here.
Look, we're at home. Imagine someone comes into your home and starts attacking. You're gonna fight back. Fight back with extra force.
So your home is a sewer.
Oh, as I said, that's unconnected.
Okay. Do you know anything about what happened on the canals tonight? There's reports of violence on the boats, some into boats.
Can't say we do. We've been
Well,
here.
And an explosion.
Well, we were here, and that happened over there.
Oh, and you didn't travel between the two locations.
As I said, we were home all night, and we were attacked by these.
If you were home all night,
vagabonds.
how come you're here?
No, I mean home, as in our home base. Yeah.
Oh, so your base, is it?
Our place of business.
It's an interesting use. You have some interesting use of terms. And he's playing this whole charade. Like you both know it, but he's not either he's not charging or he's not proving it right now. So you go through the usual questions, or is a rigmarole. And that's if you want to do. I think we'll do payoff and heat.
Okay.
Because
my favourite.
We'll see what the actual repercussions of this are.
Should we do our vice den roll now?
So
are we going to get more than
officially in downtime?
yeah,
You're officially
I
in
think we're going to get
downtime.
more than 5 though.
You think? Oh, actually, yeah. Killing involved.
Explosion.
War.
Explosion.
Yeah.
Explosion.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wait on the vice roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So score generates both rep and coin. You get 2 rep per score by default. 1 for tier higher, negative for tier lower.
I feel like this should give us a lot of rep because this seems quite public.
I'll just say, yeah, because the grinders are the same as you only get 2, but I feel the fact that you've wiped them out in such a public way, it demands more. I think 4 rep for this one.
Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll give you under option here as well.
Oh god.
If you brag about your exploits, you can get 2 extra at the cost of heat.
That would take us up to strong.
No, we'd have to pay for it. Oh no, we
No,
won't.
strong you don't have to pay for. That would take us up to tier 2 strong.
We'll brag.
You brag, but you will get extra heat.
That's fine. We'll brag. Brag.
I'm not telling them how much heat.
You said 1 extra heat.
No, I said extra heat.
Oh.
Not 1. Like 2 rep for 1 heat is not a good trade-off.
Can we base it on a roll?
I will base it on legitimate arguments, and I will talk you through the process.
I mean,
Brag.
what's the? I guess we'd probably be quite public about it. We'd probably be like, pretty openly partying that the grinders are dead.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Would be like celebrating. So probably yeah.
But will this affect the Scov Revolution, or will it send us into another war if we brag about it? Probably not.
Brag.
You brag, okay. So you brag. So you
Okay.
take extra heat, so extra rep.
2.
So you are now tier 2.
We are now tier 2 strong.
Strong.
Cool.
Wow.
But
So defeating the grinders.
we're ambitious.
We are.
You're right. The grinders has brought a lot of guys to your crew.
Yeah.
You are now growing. Your operations are expanding. Some of your lieutenants, Tombstone and Jane as well, and your own Thugs and Skulks, Juliet. You're making a network now. You're bringing people in on a daily basis, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
other guys who either swallow up all the dealers, or they're coming to work for you, for the protection. But your gang is growing, as a gang is want to do. You get coin based on nature operation. So 4 coin is a small job, 6 coin standard score. Again, there's a lot stuff where this is a mechanic for keeping a lot of downtime out of the way. I'm moving through a few things.
We got a few assets as well.
Exactly,
so,
that's what I mean. So it's not just like you found 6 coin; it's you've got assets as money, and I'd imagine you'd probably go and loot what you cut from the grinders and take what you caught. You might sell some explosives off, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Saying all things considered, you'd get 6 coin in total of money and assets and weapons. All things considered,
Yeah.
I think 8 coin. I think a big score, kind of serious loot on that. Like,
Okay. Well, our vault is full
yeah,
because we've got 8.
the crows will want 3.
Yeah, because we're up tier now.
Let's pay him.
Pay him 3.
We have so much coin. We're just like throwing it around right now. It's cool.
and then it's
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
3 and 2. I'm sure
And
you'd take.
if you recall, you are level 3 with the crows and staying that way at the moment. You are earning. They're happy. They're very happy with you. So much so there's probably no wraparounds for blowing up yet again part of Crow's Fort.
I mean, it's worth it.
So yeah, you guys earn the money. 5 coin. Heat. Prying eyes and informants both living and dead.
I don't like this.
Several heat.
Informants both living and dead.
Huh?
Oh,
the-
not dead.
The spirit wardens, as they take the bodies away, have ways of making you talk. Yes, both living and ghostly. So anything you do might be witnessed. There's always evidence left behind. To reflect this, your crew requires heat. I just like reading some of the rules out sometimes, just for fun. So if 6 is wild and devastating, 4 is land chaotic. 6 is wild devastating.
It wasn't our fault.
I think land chaotic's more. I think 4 is more appropriate for land chaotic.
Yeah.
High profile, well connected target. Yeah, he is a squad leader. So that's 5.
5.
1, if the situation happens on hostile turf, I'm going to count as a yes. Because you do not own the canals. And that is strict. It's strict. That is strict. It's the blue coats and the gondoliers.
Okay. 6 it is.
6 so far.
6 it is.
1 if you're at war, which makes it 7. 2 if killing was involved, that makes it 9.
7 it is. 9 it is.
And you guys have bragged about it as well.
Oh god. 9 it is.
What's your current one level and heat level?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. 4 and 2.
If we take 9 heat, then it will be 4 and 3.
We get -1.
There.
If you take 9 heat, what will you be up to 1 level 4?
We'll be up to 1 to level 3.
Yeah.
Heat 4.
-1's heat 3 probably.
Yeah, that was if we took 9.
Heat 3, okay. You're going to go up to 1 level 3 heat 6.
Okay, so that's 10. That's 11 heat.
Level heat.
-1.
After everything considered, you're going to be on heat 6.
No!
Oh, you just want to roll on the 6
That's exactly
table.
that's exactly what it
You
is.
just want to roll it.
And I would say,
Table.
Stop dodging.
genuinely, if there's some other things here, each choice had a net positive negative. The negative of this is a heat 6. If you hadn't have bragged, it would have not gone to that table.
Yeah.
It would have not. I would look at it, just would not have gone to that table.
You just
I'm
want
desperately
entanglements.
reading my rules. Can we have heat 5 for our roll?
Let me just check some of this actually. What will make most sense in returns of this?
Heat 5 for a roll?
For our vice den.
No, makes 6 makes more sense.
Why 5?
Because we should get -1 anyway. But Mindez wants to put us on 6.
Okay, no. All right, you guys had like 9 heat, 11 heat.
I want more coins.
And then before the
12.
brag, you got additional. I'm not even giving you a spin number 12. Like that, you can get. You took 2.
So we got 3
rep.
heat for bragging. 3 heat, 2 rep. Like, it's such
We
a
didn't
bad
go.
trade-off.
No, it isn't. We went up a 2. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
suppose.
Yeah, at the time when you need the rep the most.
Oh! We can downtime. If we get our downtime activity in close enough, we can take ourselves below 6.
Yeah, because we're back to 2 downtime activities.
Yeah. 5 total now. You got an
Yeah.
extra 1.
Okay, that still
You
gets
can also do a score to reduce heat. Also, notice that you guys did scores to reduce heat to frame the grinders and then blew them up.
They were trying to blow us up.
So it was a great
my God.
idea, and I love it definitely. And it definitely got you guys time. It definitely got it. But surely they're going to look at us going, maybe it wasn't them. Maybe it wasn't the grinders. Why would they blow themselves up? Why would they fake their own? It makes no sense, you know.
Okay, yeah,
So.
makes sense.
After the -1, you are on the heat 6 chart.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
then we can lower it and then we can do our vice down.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we're still
Everyone's
gonna get
happy.
I'm not happy.
Except us.
Well, you could have rolled before I did heat.
My score is to send Merrick to jail.
If
To
you
get the
wanted
one
to. If you wanted to roll before you'd done the heat, you could do so.
No.
Jump, roll before?
No.
Okay.
Because if we lower it, it'll probably go below 4, so that's fine.
Okay. So. He'll probably go below a 4.
Probably.
Famous last words with those dice rolls. Cool. So,
One.
question is now I roll on entanglements. You're one at level 3, aren't you? So I roll 3 dice.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So that is one
Maybe.
of 2 things.
At least it's not a 6.
We've not had this one before.
That's good.
Oh, I
Change
hate
the
when you
before.
say that.
Honestly, that works out perfectly
For who?
for the game.
For the
story.
game.
That is the time on that is really cool. What are your current contacts, please?
LaRose is in
dead.
jail. Wait, he's dead?
I'm gonna come to that in a minute. He's gone.
What? No! He was killed in jail. Oh, dear.
I'm going to come to that in a second.
Well, Juliet Green is a cohort.
Yep, no, she's loyal.
Dr. Flint is a cohort.
Yeah.
I've got Melista, which is a priestess, and then our other contact is Merrick's, but Harker's in jail. We've got Harvale.
Yeah.
We've got Crab Skidditch, who's sort of like a bit of a contact. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
Vampire, Skurlock.
Skurlock. I've kind of got someone in the red sashes that I was friendly with for a while, Abath.
Yeah.
So much heat. I might just go to jail. I might just take the hit.
Okay. So, as I've just mentioned, word comes through the grapevine that Loros has been killed in prison. You get the news the next day. From what you hear, it was you got in some kind of prison fight, it was a kind of prison brawl. Loros was stabbed several times and is dead. And his body's been burnt in the electroplasm. So permanently remove Loros as a contact.
There's still a LaRose on the sheet. Can we get another LaRose?
We find another blue coat LaRose. And this is how much they cared about him.
I care about him. We couldn't do anything about it. They brought his case.
You never tried.
They brought his case.
You never tried.
They brought his trial forward. We had a plan.
Yeah, you were like, oh, we got weeks to deal with that. And then
The Blackwater Exchange is not a flexible organisation.
He went to
we
prison.
run on structure.
You never went to see him. You never went to.
They didn't file the proper paperwork.
You didn't buy any protection. Nothing happened.
We have been in 2 wars.
Yeah, and it looks like you got victims in wars.
True.
Rose is one of them. Harker
You'll
is
be
also in
you'll be
prison.
another one in a minute.
Was that the entanglement?
No, that was a separate downtime action
Of course.
for someone.
Oh,
Or something, or just response. You know, he's a blue coat in prison. He's a blue coat in prison.
Yeah.
So, some other news that might help you with what you want to do. So this, again, there's always a downtime. You know, as times go back and forth. Tombstone is spending a lot of time with Skurlock. Then that's she's been aware. She's not with you guys now. She seems to be spending time with Skurlock. Reading LaRose and has fortunately been killed in the prison fight. You hear the Deathland Scavengers are mounting a new expedition to the Lost Quarter, which is an unusual change of direction for them. But they seem to be working with the Silver Nails, who are known to try and retake that and want to basically scavenge that part of the city back. It used to, the Lost Quarter was part of Doskvol. When the Lightning Bars were erected, they lost it. They have to go to attack, basically not to attack, but the cataclysm happened. It wasn't secured in time, and there's room to be a lot of technology out there, that kind of thing. The Silver Nails are often skirmished out there. They look like they're working together to mount quite a serious expedition to the Lost Quarter.
Okay.
With the grinders gone, the turf is up for grabs. There is suddenly a power vacuum in the docks and the Coleridge areas, with several gangs now vying for the territory. In the wake of the loss of the grinders, any remaining ones have either switched allegiance, with many joining Gulf Ironborn, though other ones local to the docks, and of the Scalps have mostly joined Gulf Ironborn, but other ones have gone to various gangs, including the Blackwater Exchange. The Hush Bell have taken a couple of the local killers. Yeah, a couple of guys who have just good contacts have either joined people like the Gondoliers. The Crows have had a small influx. You guys have even taken a couple of just guys who were maybe not for the grinders directly. The point is the gang is split.
Yeah.
So destroy the grinders clock can be gone.
Boop.
In game terms, no one else has changed power. Has gone up or down because it's been so spread. But the grinders are basically gone. However, that being said, it does leave their turf open for grabs, and most gangs are looking at us going, can we move into the turf? The grinders, did smash and grab operations mostly, and ran extortion and protection. Ulf Ironborn does a lot of that in Coleridge anyway, and the Hush Bell do also run a small protection racket, but they seem to have no interest in expanding out to that market. But at the same time, they're not going to let anyone else just walk into the docks either.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few gangs in the mix there who, could be possibly swayed one way or the other, or might be antagonistic, or even work with you depending on what happens there. So you got some options depending on what you want to explore.
Okay.
In terms of the Skov Revolution, I roll for it. It is now a 6. The feel among them is that they're being targeted. Is the general feel on population.
Too right.
That the framing caused a lot of heat. A lot of unrest.
Yeah.
Because Holton was seen as a figurehead, and the subsequent murder of him, and the bragging about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The good news is it's probably lower than it would be if you hadn't have bragged.
Yeah, we're
Because
ambitious.
if you hadn't have bragged, it might have seemed like Hutton was killed by unknown forces and probably blame the government more.
Yeah.
So while most people know that it's a gang warfare thing, Hutton's been killed, and it isn't the institution, it's how are the people who are bragging about it still walking around.
Well, Thadeus is finally getting what he wanted, which is the Skov people's hate of him.
It's so early on he was a hero. So that was the positive of bragging, is that you've slowed the revolution because people are. But there is still a serious dissatisfaction amongst that populace. They do feel oppressed. They are marginalised folk, and typical Acrosian stomp on them.
Okay.
Yet again. So that's current state of play.
Okay.
That you know of.
What I think we should do is, since this turf is up for grabs in the docks, we should use all this money we've got to buy a boat, put our vault on the boat, and then if someone comes to attack, we can just sail it away.
I thought you just sail it constantly.
Oh, yeah, I'll just sail it constantly.
We've got a moving base.
Like a big boat, like an iron boat, like a trader or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have any claim over the canals, though, or
I mean, you couldn't drive this boat up through the canals. I'm talking like a big boat. I don't know. It's just an idea. Where do you think we should move our vault to?
I mean, we did kind of have a discussion before the episode about moving it into Coleridge, which I think would be hilarious. But that seems hilarious, really, 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 like a really bad idea.
Hidden in plain sight, though. We should put it in Coleridge.
Nobody expects it to
spread
be
the
there.
word saying, our vault's in Coleridge. And just put signs up saying,
our vault is in Coleridge.
or maybe we make up the bank of the Blackwater Exchange or something like that, and then set it up in Coleridge, and then just set it up as a bank.
I don't think it would last.
I don't know.
For those who don't remember, just Ulf Ironborn is at a -2 at the Blackwater Exchange, and has said that if they step foot into Coleridge, they'll be attacked on sight. That doesn't mean you can't do it and you're not at war. It's just that if any of his gang... That doesn't mean you walk into Coleridge you get attacked. It means if any of his gang see you, they'll attack you.
I'll attack him. Fine, we've got the same terms in Crow's Foot.
Yeah.
If we see any of his gang in Crow's Foot, we're attacking them.
I think, so...
We didn't make that clear, but that's what's happening.
Yeah, so that's what he thought.
Yeah.
When he said it, it wasn't like, I'm going to tell them this, but they're going to treat me nice. It's a -2. They expect the same from you. That is, they are not at war with you, but they will go out of their way to hurt you if they get the opportunity.
Right.
And they expect the same. They will expect you go out of your way to hurt them if their opportunity so it presents itself. So -0 is neutral. -1 is they won't go out of their way, but will take advantage of opportunities. -2 is they will make opportunities if it makes sense for them. And -3 is it's a war, they're going for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So -2 is at the moment currently they'll make opportunities if they can, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Declaring war on you doesn't make sense. Going to Crow's Fort doesn't make sense. You guys coming into their turf, vulnerable, makes sense. They're going to make an opportunity, or try to if they see you. Again, there'll be dice rolls.
What tier is Ulf Ironborn now?
He's now too strong.
He's too strong as well. He hasn't done fuck all.
He's got Coleridge. The water rats are not a force. The Lost were kicked out. You've taken out the Grinders, and there's a Skov revolution going on. He's the only figurehead left in the Belbrogan.
The laziest gang leader I've ever met. He just sat there and had it all given to him by us.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
I mean, I do roll for him during downtime, and he has got his own actions going on. But yeah,
That's fine. Not a joke.
he
is. He's literally like,
it all fell in his lap.
I did, and I might set up a meeting with him to say that.
And he also tried to kill you guys. He tried to
did as well.
He tried to invite you.
He tried to set up a little honey trap.
Yeah, he did. Honey trap. Come and sell some drugs to me.
No, did we say that to? No, I can't remember.
You wanted to discuss, I think, the meeting with you guys,
yeah.
and you wanted to have another meet, and you say you did great last time. Come and let's do it again. Was a great success.
Yeah.
But you found out when you went, and he was a +1 still. But the water rats had told him it was a trap to try and lure you guys into attack you. You guys declined to go to the meeting, and you found out after that he was working with the grinders, and he publicly declared hostile to you.
Yeah. Because that was after the water rats had just told him about the evidence.
You basically said to the water rats, "Fuck you, we're not paying you." Seems fair, you know. And they were, we're gonna tell Old Fireborn. And you were like, "Yeah, you will tell Old Fireborn," and whatever. And he put a bounty on them.
Right.
So Old Fireborns are too strong currently. He's very secure in Coleridge. As secure as a gang leader can be.
So what do you want to do about our vault and our base? I mean, I'd assume that it'd probably have to be in Crow's Foot still.
Maybe you want.
Yeah, it's just like in terms of story, like we've sort of like had a workshop in our vault or like in our secured area, you know, or near our base, and it was easiest just to have it where our centre of operations is. Maybe we might have to move it.
I mean, we've got a couple of centres of operation, right? We've got the Crow's Foot. We've also got
you know what might make sense. You know, the coal mill or coal plant or whatever it was that we blew up. Like, if we can acquire that and then we can like sell it as like a renovation project for like Crow's Foot. Like, say you hear about these companies like, you know,
we suddenly become philanthropists.
Like they buy out these old, you know, wastelands and say, you know, in the middle of London or like, you know, on the edges of the Thames, and like they have like this renovation like projects going. Maybe we can do something like that.
Yeah, we want to be seen as the heroes of Crow's Foot, right?
Yeah, and we'll put up like bottle banks and stuff like that. Like outside of our, turn it into a recycling plant. How blown up is the coal factory?
I mean, it was a dust explosion and a bomb. I mean,
The top just came off.
it's a shell. It's a shell without a roof.
Yeah.
Shell without a roof.
Yeah.
You could definitely renovate it. You could definitely, absolutely. It was quite the fortress. The reason that Lissa wanted you to do what you did was because it wasn't an easy thing to do. It's got the way it's got. It's like it's on like a little spit, like an island dog. It's on the riverbank, but it's quite high up. So you know they can dock things there and go up to it, but you can't just like walk. You know, you'd have to like steps to walk up. So you kind of see people coming, and then the actual street going up to it's quite open. There's a couple of old railway lines that go to it every now and again. So it was like a mini fortress in that it's residential wasn't too far away, but there is a gap, and it's hard to approach it without being seen.
That sounds like a really good place for a base, and a really good place for supply if there's railway lines going there.
Yeah, there's 2 railway lines going in and out, and mostly it's the big doors.
I'd say we instead of doing it as a school, then we'll start as a long-term project to renovate. I mean, no one owns it anymore. No one, you know. Can we just like squatters' rights move in there, or would we have to put some money down to? Obviously, we'll put money down to start the downtime activity to renovate it. But like, how do you think it should work?
So money-wise, so the way it would happen is that any unclaimed land would go to the city,
right?
To the people. You could probably buy it quite relatively. You would do a couple of dice rolls. But you know, it's gonna be within a scale.
Could we try and sell it as like a community renovation project to the government or something like that?
Put the money in the right hands, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can we do that and then maybe make some like sway rolls to sort of like indicate that, or like you know, I don't want to role play a meeting with like a, you know.
Lewis just bought a house. He doesn't want to repeat that. He doesn't want to go through it again.
No, I don't want to.
We're going to roleplay all the solicitors for
we'll get a mortgage advisor.
We need a survey.
Yeah. One of the funniest things I've heard in my life. It's such northern humour and it's dark. But was my old housemate used to live when they were buying a house.
Yeah.
They had this picture of the house they were buying, and the guy Jed would give it to them. And he goes, "It's a great picture, that." And because Alice was saying how great it was, he goes, "Yeah, it's a great picture. And because the lawyers were taking so long, he hated the lawyers, and he went, the only thing that'd make that picture look better was if there was a rope from that tree, and your lawyer was hanging from it.
Jesus.
So, to give that northern humour, no one really likes buying a house, so I'm going to roleplay it, or buying land.
Okay.
We'll send Merrick in, his finest.
Situation doing it, you can do it as a long-term score, or sorry, not long-term, but a long-term project, which can vary. And that'll make it cheaper, or if you just want to grease the wheels faster, we can just do a few rolls. It'll be a bit more expensive, but it'll just get things done.
I think that's that, and then as a downtime action, we'll start the renovations.
Okay, cool. So especially your father, you'll know a little bit of how these things work.
Yeah.
So you can go to some of the local officers, you speak to somebody, especially in, in this as well, you'll get an additional die. In fact, your contacts will help you with this.
Oh yeah, we've got high society contacts.
Yeah, you can put some pressure on that, or backroom, handshake deals. I'm buying some land. I'm looking to renovate. It's a blight on the city, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, what action would you take for that way? And how would you go about doing it? Do you talk to your friends in Centrulia Club and they put pressure on for you? Do they introduce you to someone?
Yeah, I think that's how to start getting the wheels turning essentially. Because I basically need them to put me in touch with whoever is in charge of selling that land. Yeah.
So there's no living relatives. The Lamp Blacks didn't so much own it. So when they were the actual guild, before they were a gang, they were a guild. They used to turn the lamps on and off. Yeah. But once electricity come into it, they lost their jobs and turned into a gang. So they used that hideout, but that basically their old HQ as a hideout. And the Bluecoats were like, well, we're just not. Again, it's a fortress. There's just no point taking off them. But now they're dead. It's gone back to the city. Yeah. So you can speak to some city officials. They can put you in touch with them. Yep. If that's how you want to do it. And you're basically saying, look, private owners, we want to buy the land as an investment and redo it.
Yep. Yeah, so I guess I'll be consulting with my friends at the Centrulia Club to do that.
Cool. I would say with this, it's going to be a fortune roll because it's not like something you can fail with. I mean, your friends, it's not. There's not like any risk here. It's just how much you get it for. So, what's your dice for consort?
I've got 3 pips for consort.
Yeah. This for a fortune roll, it will be 4.
Are we gathering information, or is it more?
I see. This is just the roll covers it all, really. Personally, okay. You can try if you want, but I think 4's a pretty. It seems like a decent number. You're good at talking. You've got the contacts, and the reason is if you didn't have the contacts, there will be a risk. Risk involved, but buying land for you isn't a risk because people that you're in high society. You know how to buy land.
Yeah, totally. And we've got a good cover story for what we're going to do with it as well.
Yeah, you've always posted a legitimate business in that area.
Yeah.
So yeah, make it a fortune roll.
Fortune roll!
The better it is, the better it'll be. So 4, okay, so 4.
Where's that 6?
So, to buy this land, it'll cost you 6 coin.
Okay.
Which is the equivalent of an exquisite jewel. It's blighted area, there's a lot of crime in it, but it's still quite, it's the government wants some money for it, it's quite local, it's quite valuable.
Yeah.
Could have been more. You've definitely talked him down. Maybe not as much as you could have been. I could have got a better deal there, maybe. But at the same time, you're rushing things through.
Yeah, and that's essentially just for the land, really, because we're going to have to do a lot of rebuilding on top of that.
Exactly, which is why it's, in some ways it's cheaper.
Land's rare in Doskvol anyway, so
yeah. And the 6 coin also includes greasing some palms to just get things done.
Yeah.
Just sign that, and here's a little something for you and the wife, that kind of thing.
Cool.
So you now own the land to the previous.
That's 4.
Lamp Black crew.
Cool.
6 coin, best spent.
Downtime activity. Spend time with Thadeus's family. I'm going to relieve some stress.
How do you think the wife would react to Thaddeus getting arrested?
Very, very negatively.
He's not been arrested, don't worry. I'm just asking.
Not yet. No. I mean, she didn't like it when policemen came knocking on the door at 4 a.m. or whatever it was.
3 o'clock knock.
Yeah. I mean, she sort of knows that he's been.
Does she know what she's married to? I guess is my real question.
Yeah.
Does she know what she married?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Fine. Get Karen.
Yeah. I don't think you could hide the fact. If you run a legit business, you're not not coming home for days, stuff like that, and like sending your family off to other cities, during tough periods and stuff like that.
So she's ride or die. I'm with you.
She is ride or die, but she sort of fell into it in the end anyway. But yeah,
but that's not uncommon in Crow's fault.
Yeah.
So while she's not actively involved, she's very aware of
She's very much enjoying the benefits, which is obviously a better lifestyle.
Like Pablo Escobar's
wife.
Okay, she's Pablo Escobar's wife.
Yeah.
She's Tata. Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to relieve some stress.
Cool.
I get a 5.
5 stress clear for Thadeus to remind himself what he does it all for. Again, much like Pablo Escobar. Or so he claimed.
Yeah, I need like a Pablo Escobar like ranch or something like that.
Yeah, to go and hide out and grow a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we manufacture a situation where I go to jail, but I go to jail like that we've built? Like, can we make like can we make the blown up factory like a jail instead? I'll say I'll get sent to jail. Let's go.
Half recycling plant, half prison.
Recycling plant, prison. Yeah.
Okay.
That's one activity. I'll be at 5 because you have 2 each, and you can give one where you need.
Yep.
To
okay. So buying the land counts as a downtime activity.
No, that was a free play.
Okay.
I will do a downtime activity to start construction on the
long-term project.
Long-term project, sorry.
Okay, I think 8 just to get it up and going. It doesn't need to be pretty; it just needs to be functional.
Right.
8 tick clock.
Yeah. What would I be? I'm sort of wondering what my action would be.
I would say 8 would get it. Right. Okay. I probably should specify it here, or ask you the questions.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be secure and hidden immediately?
I think the way I kind of see it, I see us kind of running probably like a couple of fronts on it. So we've got like the recycling plants. I kind of we'll talk about this in a minute, but I kind of want to build like a bit of a gambling den out of it as well.
Okay.
So we've kind of got like an area of land that we can use for a few activities. And then kind of the vault would be like...
I was just joking about the recycling plant.
Yeah.
Merrick wasn't. Thadeus comes in, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I've got the plans for the recycling.
Well, should we run it much like a Tinker roll in that you will have to get the blueprints first, and then based on that it's a tier, and then we can add upgrades, with...
I was about to say, I see it almost like bolt-ons. So you get like the shell, and then you're going to bolt things onto it. I think that's the way to do this.
So get the blueprints, which is the plans, we can draw them up. We've already actually got plans for the Red Sash blueprints, which is probably nearly. Maybe can we just do that and then just like build
our own Red Sash Academy?
I mean, if you want to finish the Red Sash blueprints,
I'm just like,
can we utilise those blueprints for this?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, you've got.
Merrick is loving it. He's just like wandering around the space. He's just like, we could do this for this. We can build this.
It's so
oh my god,
it's so
we can have our own architecture. Oh my god, this is like, oh my god.
That'd be really funny because it'd be like the Red Sash would be like, if you just copied us, it looks like exactly the same. It's like
no changes whatsoever. We want it exactly like this,
including the statue.
I mean, I don't mind just doing new blueprints, but that'd be funny. We'll do that. We'll utilise, modify them slightly. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going for quite a grand building.
Okay. So I'd say if you use the Red Sash blueprints, then we'll say I think get 2 ticks to your Coleridge plan. You've got the blueprint ready to go.
Yeah.
And then you need to finish the actual. The blueprint's the easy part. It's the actual build.
We don't have the blueprints yet.
But you've already got quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay. I was thinking of finishing that off.
Okay, I'm with you. So you finish the Red Sash blueprints.
Yeah, and then just do a roll on the renovation. I don't know. Like I'll do a downtime activity on the Red Sash blueprints and do a roll on the renovation one.
Yeah, seems fine to me.
And then. Just see what happens. And
then from there we'll just bolt things onto it.
It doesn't feel right to me that we use.
Because the thing is, because you have to give us a quality level as well, so we have to roll that quality to make it.
Once the renovation's complete, I would say your vault will be your gang hide that will be secure. It will not be hidden.
Yeah, that's fine.
People will know where you are, but it will be secure.
So we're being public about it, so it's not.
So with the Red Sash blueprints, previously I was doing like reconnaissance and stuff like that, and recalling things to try and write it out. I think at this point I'm going to make a sort of like a right turn and then just go. I just need to get these finished. I'm just going to make them serviceable, basically. So I'm going to finish them off to that degree.
Yeah,
so
we'll actually take them.
it will probably be a study, I think, unless Tinker sort of works, but I'd say a study.
Okay, cool.
Study to try and finish it off.
Study or
So
survey,
see how you go.
Survey. Send a survey.
Literally surveying.
Making some Holmesian leaps of logic. Maybe not Holmesian, but you got the half of it done.
Yeah.
Cool. 6. You got 6. So it says that the red sash blueprint's complete. You finish them off.
Oh my god, that's been going since like episode 1.
Yeah.
Good job we kept it on. So we've got. Well, it should be modified now to. What are we going to call the place? Crow's Foot
Academy.
The Blackwater Exchange Academy. What
do you guys even teach?
What do they call like London high rises? Always have names like Gherkin, the Shard.
Yeah.
We'll have to call it like.
Oh, that feels a bit modern for our
We're a modern enterprise.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
We'll have to have a think about that.
You do notice while you're doing the renovations and working, Mad Jane hasn't been seen in a couple of days.
Oh god. Mad Jane disappearance.
Please continue.
I'll do a roll on the coal plant renovation.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be pretty hands-on, as basically.
I'd say it's already got 2 done though from finishing the red
enough.
deliveries as well. You've got the basic plans now to go. It's 50 quarter of the way there.
I think I'm going to be quite hands-on, so it's either going to be command because I'm going to be down there ordering the troops around a little bit, telling the foreman what to do there. I think it's going to be command.
Okay.
Work faster. And all that. 3.
Ooh.
Not good.
Yeah, this is a lot slower than you thought it would be.
Yes.
Getting the materials, getting the labourers, and people you trust are not going to fuck this up. It's more work than you thought. As you're thinking, you're like, wait, we can't just hire anyone. We've got to make sure this is our area.
Yeah.
And some of these more intimate places, make sure people we trust are all seeing this.
Very true. Yeah.
So maybe a little bit too much micromanaging. People are kind of scared of you a little bit. You walk around there, make sure everything's right, and you are.
I'll spend a coin to do another roll.
Go for it.
Yeah, same. 6.
Oh, crit! Oh, you got a 5, didn't it?
Yes!
Nice.
Best coin I ever spent.
Yeah. Amazing. So
I go, no, work harder.
yeah, how do you do it? Do you just scare the shit out of them though? Using some military command, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I first of all, I'd just go at it from a normal point of view where I'm just telling people what to do, and I go, well, no, we need a bit more structure about this. Think back to my military days and just sort of go, okay, yeah, that's the sort of organisation hierarchy I need to set in place here. So I've got a ranking system for the different workers.
You are a labourer. You are a labourer first class.
It sounds silly, but it sort of makes them want to rise through the ranks. So it's if they're a private, they have to make everyone's drinks and stuff like that. It's like an apprenticeship sort of thing, but it's got more stages where people want to rise up through the ranks. So I'll probably implement something like that.
Okay, and it works.
And it works.
And you've got some people you can bring in. You got your old military contacts, guys who want some work.
I think even
some of the old lamp blacks.
People sort of take the piss out of it a bit as well, but it makes them happy at work and want to still rise through the ranks still. So yeah, that's how I did it.
Awesome. So the coal plant renovation is done. Thaddeus did a bit of leadership, a bit of hands-on command. So your base is now secure.
Yeah.
So the upgrade for hidden is not.
So yeah, we've still got the carriage, we've still got the secure, we've still got. I guess we build a workshop. You build a new workshop.
You can also make it secondly secure as well. Yeah, basically the only thing you've lost on there. Look at that is you've lost.
We've lost the hidden.
Yeah.
So should we just?
You might as well.
Should you take that off and then we can take it as an upgrade again?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. So
you can build. You can add in now that it's all built. You could get all the labourers in secretly to build as hidden vault.
Yeah.
You can add something in, and you can make it more secure.
Yeah.
That makes
so
sense.
secure, you can add 2 layers. Secure, which means it's harder for gangs to attack you. So you've got it first, then again, secondly, you could add in gun sights, guards, reinforced room, panic rooms. We're going to call it Cool. So the blueprints, red sash. You still have the red sash blueprints. If you want to write that down somewhere, it might not be 100% accurate,
Okay.
but it's 5/8 accurate.
Yeah.
Is it worth putting a tier on it? Or
Yeah, we'll call it tier 2 because they're a tier 2 gang, so you'll say it's about the same.
not accurate?
Yeah,
That's cool.
not 100% accurate.
Yeah.
The corporate renovation, it's an interesting mix of architecture. It's got a Acrosian shell,
Yeah.
but some of the interior is very Aruvian style inside, and a couple of buttresses and flying buttresses. There's big grand staircase, and you walk in, and you're just like, this looks a little familiar.
What I imagine is like, you know, like in the Red Sash temple, like they might have like, you know, stone pillars. Like instead of stone, we've got like made a Disneyland version where it's just like plasterboard or something like that. You know, like,
yeah, on the shell it looks good. On the
yeah.
shell, but yeah, it looks like it. Okay, yeah, cool.
Okay. For my first downtime action, I want to reduce some heat.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. And how do you do this?
Okay. After we've opened up the our new community project, let's call it.
Project.
Is that what you're calling it? The community project?
The community
Not the shard, the community
Yeah.
project. Make it sound nice.
Should we call it like a helping wing? Because it's like in Crowsmore or something like that. We'll call it that.
Oh my god. Okay.
The black wing or something
Yes.
like that.
The Black Wing.
Blackwing Exchange.
The black wing. The black wing sounds nice. It's like a, I don't know.
That sounds ominous to me.
Are the crows going to think we're like
Take
muscling on
their
their
style.
turf?
Maybe. Maybe not a wing then. The helping hand.
I guess we'll probably have to like discuss this with the crows as well. How do they feel about us doing this project? I mean, we're still giving them. We're still
Yeah, honestly,
kickbacks to them.
Lissa's not too bothered.
Okay.
She sees you guys as genuinely sees you guys as allies. You're building a fortress on the site of their enemies, and it's almost like, look, we killed these guys, and now you guys are rebuilding it. She does make some jokes about, we better never have to fight because I'm not letting you build a castle next to my castle, kind of thing. But that's not unusual for Lissa to.
Yeah.
Lissa always maintains that boundary of we're in charge.
No.
It goes back up to military days, in fact. That even when you would talk to your superior officers, you never lost sight. Even if you were drinking with them, who was the superior? Say Horf. You never lost sight. Horf was above you. Lissa's the same kind of vibe. Part of the fact you think from Lissa is that some of it probably comes from her youth or her perceived youthfulness. She is younger. She's early 20s. People who first meet her do think either she got there either by sex or by some kind of position, and she's barely holding on. Yeah. And the more time you spend with her, you guys know, as anyone who spends time with her realises, no, she's very good at what she does. She loves the project.
Totally.
And that's probably part of it as well, is that she has to have that outer shell, the outer appearance of, I am the boss, because if it drops for a moment, there are people who will perceive her as weak and will try and take it from her.
Yeah.
So, she's okay with it.
So we're +3 with the crows. What are we with the red sashes?
As long as you're +3 with the crows, you're a +3 with the red sashes. But it's intrinsic to the crows.
Yeah.
They're allied to the crows, not to you. Yeah. It's a weird one with the red sashes in the sense that they're not outright allies, so if you ask them to help, you'll have to petition the crows first, basically. The crows can bring the red sash. Almost like a vassal house, they can bring the red sash to bear.
Okay, cool.
Like, they will help you, and they will do what they can for you.
Yeah, so we're almost thinking of like the crows and red sashes as kind of one.
It's like a triumvirate.
Yeah.
You guys, that was the agreement you guys made.
Yeah.
They've all stuck to it. The red sashes are happy with the situation. They are doing really well as well. Their business is going well. They're getting a lot of students into the academy, so they're they've always got a Australian team of fighters. They've got a few vice dens, the ones they already had, which are now uninterrupted. You guys have the majority, and the crows have the rest.
Yeah.
And they've got that turf area.
Yeah.
Okay. So after we open up the
black wing. The black wing. It's called the black wing.
I want to kind of throw.
Sorry. On a side note, actually, put them as a +2. Because that way we're not. That is actually reflecting what they are.
Yeah.
They're not an actual ally, but they are helping you.
I mean, it doesn't have to come down in increments. Like, you can just say.
No, I don't get this. But if we say, they're a +3, but for those watching, we might as well use the mechanics. Actually use.
Okay, so the red sashes are a +2, and the
And that if you lost some of the crows, you probably lose red sashes.
That makes sense.
But in terms of mechanics, they're a +2.
Yeah.
Not a +3. Yeah.
Cool. I want to throw a bit of an opening party.
Okay.
And I want it to be like. The marketing around it needs to be like we're bringing the community together. and I'm going to invite people from all the different gangs, from just the common people, and I'm going to invite some bluecoats as well, just as a bit of an informal thing. And I just want to kind of get talking to some bluecoats and just kind of
show them the good work we're doing.
Yeah, show them the good work we're doing and how we're a positive force for the community. Let's try and reduce them some heat. Think that'll work?
Matt's just writing N-O-O-O-O-O. No. I don't know what this entanglement is.
I want to get
sure.
I don't will get to friendly terms with the bluecoats, but I just want to be on I want them to kind of, even if they obviously they know that we're
we're evening out the bad with the good. It's like we're balancing the scale a little bit. We're trying to put some more
overall
a good
force for good.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to consort to reduce some heat.
Okay.
Just go around
for a shindig.
Yeah.
Go for it.
3 dice. That is it's not great.
4. So you reduce 2 heat, same as a tick.
That'll do. Oh well.
Do you advice then roll? Might as well.
Yeah, so we'll do our vice dem roll now.
So the way it works with the party, it's interrupted by the inspectors and the bluecoats.
Oh, okay.
As you are having the party with various gang leaders, a meeting of various gang leaders in a public area, and inviting some bluecoats, another set of bluecoats kick down the door.
They don't need to kick. They're invited.
Another set of bluecoats.
Yeah, but they're invited as well. Everyone's invited to the Black Wing opening party.
And there are arrests. There is a scandal. The inspectors come in and they're demanding it, and they sit you guys down. They sit you in Mylara
paparazzi.
Mylara Clef there.
Oh god.
You've got Lissa. You've got Darius. And they're going, why? And you get this feeling of, oh shit, we've brought a lot of gang leaders together under one roof. This is going to look like we're planning something.
Yeah.
With bluecoats.
With making it corrupt,
with other bluecoats.
So that because each bluecoat dish has got its own set. They consider them individual gangs in a sense.
Oh my god.
But it goes. The public opinion sways in your favour. Because you've got some of what you were saying clearly sold. And that the idea that there was nothing untoward going on, they've just renovated the party, and that why the bluecoats from a different area kicking in crow's foot doors, and interrupting what is basically a community thing. This is ridiculous. This is persecution. So the resulting paparazzi media frenzy results in some loss of heat as the bluecoats feel like that they have to step back a little bit from you guys, but everyone knows, no, they're fucking criminals. And in time, it will show.
The ball banks!
Ignore the bodies! So, yeah.
Ooh,
that's what happens. A little bit of a scandal, and you guys come out on top.
And that was the entanglement, cool. Yeah. That's cool.
No. Oh yeah. That was not the entanglement.
We've not got to that yet.
No, we've not got to that.
We've not got to that. We'll get
that
to
might
that.
be a season 2 thing.
Oh
shit. Okay.
Depends what happens.
Cool. Okay.
So
I think you'll know when it happens. Put it that way.
We're gonna
for my second downtime roll.
Do we want to do the vice then?
Oh yeah, let's do the vice then.
I don't know what you plan for your second vice. Probably reduce stress, but so we do a tier roll and it's minus our heat coin. So we'd roll 2 dice now because we're in tier 2.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, because we were at war before, so we went down a tier, so we're only rolling 1. But now the vice then is able to do its business a bit more regularly and less peculiarly. So yeah.
Okay, so for our income from first foot, that's a bit shit. So that's 0. 0 coin.
So everything you earn, you have to spend straight back out. It maintains.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's been expensive.
Would it be worse? Like
you've had to renovate a kitchen and renovate. It's expensive.
If we got a 3, would we have to spend a coin?
No.
I'm just thinking, would it have been worth spending a coin to do an extra downtime activity to reduce heat and then do the roll? Does the odds even out?
I don't know.
It's happened now.
I know.
But next turn, maybe. Sure, it's just dice roll though, isn't it? Because you might roll a 1, you spend a coin, you reduce it.
Oh yeah.
I think it's actually pretty more likely. You spend coin to do
we're
it.
on 2 dice now.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, but 1 coin.
Know.
Yeah, interesting.
So it was 50. No, it was less than 50.
Someone needs to math it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have done that.
And if Merrick rolled that,
Stop
he'd get trauma.
Stop rolling for
He would have got a trauma if that was his. If that was his.
Okay. Do your stress roll. That's what I'm assuming you.
Right. Yes. So there's after this party, the blue cards have gone. We've still got people around.
I'm gonna a bit of a stressful situation. Merrick is high strung.
Yeah. I'm
somehow this party has a casino.
Yeah.
You know, you brought in tables.
I'm going to, as a bit of an after party, invite people into the back room to do to do a little bit of gambling.
Okay.
Obviously, no one high profile because it's not a repeat of the incident.
Well, the blue cards are gone now. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm doing a bit of actually playing cards. You know, back to what Merrick actually likes. So yeah, this is going to be 2 dice.
-1.
-1.
-1.
Okay. 42. What's it? So I lose 3 stress. Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess that -1 represents having to host it as well, and I'm kind of not able to get properly in the game. And
yeah, it's not doing it for you. Still, not 100%. It's scratching an itch.
Yeah.
But it's not the proper fix that you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same.
Cool.
You gotta let some people win some hands because otherwise it's fixed, right?
Yeah, totally.
Plus, you want them on our side to reduce.
Yeah. You're like, Thaddeus, I won some hands, but I've made I've declared a war. Literally declared war.
I spend the whole evening just at odds with building relationships and trying to toy with it, play the game. It's not working out.
Yeah.
Is entanglement going to happen?
I don't know. Depends what you do.
Okay.
Depends what you find out as well.
Okay.
It might have already happened.
Okay.
Oh god.
Have we seen Mad Jane since the party? Does she come to the party?
Yeah. So she goes missing for a couple of days, comes back. Basically, it's the long and short of it.
Okay.
After the grinders, you see the next morning, and then she isn't there, and then she is.
Would you say she's getting unreliable, or?
She is drinking again, quite heavily.
Oh, right, okay.
So she's lost her extra dice. She's not sober again.
Yeah.
Maybe some of what she's seen or what she's gone through, not sure. Not sure currently.
I'm going to try, when she's on one of her better days, I'm going to try and consult with her to see if I can get down to the bottom of what her erratic behaviour is.
Okay.
It's like, bring her in, basically. Trying to have a bit of a heart-to-heart, I suppose.
Okay.
Probably more blunt than Thadeus would but yeah, I'm going to go consult.
Okay. Risky standards.
5.
What do you ask her?
I just say I thank her for helping us out on that night. I'll big her up basically and say that she really turned the tide. Shooting people off the boat. As it was going by. Probably that I don't know. Tell her that she's a valued member, and she's I'd say
performance review.
yeah, a little bit. But then I'll say I'm
1-to-1.
I'm worried about you. You're drinking more, and it's just we feel like it's affecting your performance.
I feel like your alcohol habit is affecting your performance.
Putting nicer words on.
Okay.
What my friend means.
Where are you doing this, and when are you doing it?
Probably just in the silken news in the back. I pour her some drinks, and
she's already drunk, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask her what's going on.
Right. So what she tells you. She tells you she can't do this anymore given the current circumstances.
Well, you seemed fine the other night, Better than your best. Best I've ever seen you. What's happened?
So she was sober for a bit.
Yeah.
And she seemed to have found a purpose again. Mad Jane, just to give a bit of background, you guys know this, but she's a fighter. All she ever wanted to be is a fighter. She's a soldier. That's all she's ever wanted to be. She's a warrior spirit. She'd have been perfectly at home in the Roman arena in a gladiator, swinging a broadsword into someone.
Yeah.
That's what she loves. That's all she lives for. And when she got lost out of the army, that's what they call Mad Jane. She runs around with a broadsword, singing songs.
Yeah.
She went into a bottle, went to a spiral because she lost her purpose. She has nothing to go for. You guys gave her something back. And over the weeks and couple of months, she becomes sober. She's like, "Oh, okay, I've got a military unit again."
Yeah.
Because
it was almost as if the war was the thing that she was leveling at, basically.
Yeah, no, actually, the war, the grinders, no.
Oh right, okay.
Working at the Blackwater Exchange what leveled her.
Right, okay.
And having a military commander again, making a unit, small squadron tactics, like when she was chasing down the grinders.
Yeah.
What she's seen with the ghost the other night seeming to push her.
Oh right, okay.
And then as she's drinking, she'll actually have a bit of a breakdown, and will tell you the spirit wardens have captured, basically took her away.
Oh right, okay.
And she, in mechanical terms, and we'll come to the RP in a second, she no longer works for you, and she's no longer one of your gang. She's been flipped.
Okay, fair enough.
So as she kind of come in, she'll just come out of it. It'll just kind of come out of it because she can't do anyone. You guys, you don't know what you're messing with. And
I'll immediately ask her what have they got on you.
Nothing. Not me, but the heat, it just doesn't stop. It never stops, and it's only a matter of time. I know LaRose is being killed, and it's only a matter of time before someone, if not all of us, goes down for this. And the forces you are messing with, that vampire, those animals, that I haven't seen savagery like that in my life, and I've been on more battlefields than I can probably remember.
I think Thadeus would legitimately get angry and call her a traitor. He'd go, "You're a fucking traitor. After all we've been through, you just leave us at the first sign of danger." He'd say, "Get the fuck out.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of my... I never want to see you again.
Okay.
Let's hope I don't see you out on the street."
She'll completely refute that. I have fought for this gang. I have bled. I have killed.
It doesn't matter how much you've done. It's what you do for us in the end. You give your life for this gang, or you're a traitor. That's it. I'll send her on the way.
Okay. So Mad Jane has been removed as a contact. So mechanically, until that's sorted out, is you can't use her. If you ever sort out.
Yeah.
Did we get the is she actually working for the Great Wardens now?
So what you roughly hear, bear in mind they're a closed rank society.
Yeah.
She definitely seems some guilt.
It's based on what she's told us.
Based from some guilt is that she wasn't happy with it. That's probably why she started drinking again. It started living that duality of the last few days on probably what she's had. You don't know what she's still done. Thadeus' reaction to kick her out is cut that currently. You're not 100% sure what she meant by that, but she knows she can't do it anymore. She thinks the amount of time before it goes down hard. It's not relentless. Like it was like we killed the first one, that war stopped, and she wants to fight. But the Spirit Warden getting involved with and the things with Skurlock and the forces you don't understand seems to have pushed her in a way that you guys probably didn't know was there until now. Maybe what happens in the past, but you don't know what she said or hasn't said to them.
Okay.
That's that is, just kicked her out essentially. And she looked angry. Like if you got angry, she got angry back. Like,
yeah. I don't think he would react in any other way. Like
I made the note here of if they fight, she will fight back.
She's, she said herself, like, she's been through us, and she and you very much said like she sees it as like a company, that she's leading, as per like like an army. I said, well, if she's running away, she's a coward, and she's a traitor. She hasn't died for the cause. We pay her to fight, and if she can't fight, then what's the use in her?
Yeah. All very legitimate arguments.
And if one of your company members runs away and leaves you like in trouble or in danger, you're not going to welcome them back with open arms. You're probably going to call them a scab, and
scab. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah.
Okay,
Told us to fuck
I think that makes complete sense.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great argument. And that's probably maybe it may well have struck home, which is why she has left.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, that's the entanglement.
Yeah.
So we don't roll that one anymore. We're going to lose all our friends. I guess we can always.
At least we
back.
discover this now rather than mid-score.
Oh yeah, she flipped. Stabs you in the back. Right. What do we want to do then, Dan?
So,
Sorry. Have you got any ideas?
no, I was just gonna like, what else? What other loose ends do we have?
Well, I was thinking like our score could be like a transportation score to get this recall to the Severosi pirates, and I thought that might sort of like tie off another one of the big loose ends that we've sort of got. Mm-hmm. So like over the preceding weeks, building up the Blackwing and everything like that. Basically, we've been using the electroplasm that they've given us to like basically generate all this recall that they wanted us to make. Using our surplus dark root that we had. We'd acquired before, so basically just pump out load of that stuff, mm-hmm. and our score will be to get it to their to their ship, transport it to them.
Yeah, sounds good. Finish off.
I can't remember what the payment for all this was. I think I really can't. Do you remember what it was? Like
for giving them the recall, it was basically the market.
The market.
You guys are saying like this, this. It was you can sell to my crew. I will let you sell to my crew.
Okay.
It was having the market and the score. It's quite a big one because the idea behind it was it's a big sell.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason you didn't take it was that the All Fireball one come up immediately, which was a bit an equal kind of size, but didn't require the prep.
Yeah, that was it. And how what does that mean in terms of game mechanic? Like getting all this to them, like what.
It's a score, it'd be money.
We'll just make pure money, right?
Pure
okay,
money. Maybe some friends contact me about what happens, but it'll be pure money.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Should we do that?
Yeah. I think that makes complete sense. I think that will round it off nicely.
Thanks to the art here.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do that. So we'll have a quick break, get some food, get some drinks, and so don't go anywhere, guys. We'll catch you. I mean, I always say it's the next episode, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is the so. For Back to Life Days. Right, guys, thank you for joining us as always. So, a few things there, a few things change, and we'll see you in the next episode for the score itself. So, catch you in a little bit, guys.
See ya.